is up, everybody? Welcome to Test Drive. Just a second. Music's probably a little bit loud too. There goes down the music. Alrighty, guys. Let's get right into it. This is exciting. Today's music is various remixes of Donkey Kong Racing opening music. This is actually Mega Man music still. It's just a more like a chill version of Mega Man. But yeah. Music too loud. I got you. I fixed it. No problem, Tristan. Thank you. Crank that music up. Oh man, let's go over the deck real quick. So this is actually Adam. Is it Jansen or Jensen? I couldn't remember how to pronounce it correctly. But this is his list. He took to Pro Tour Ixalan, and it's a ton of fun. It is a mono black aggro, and let's kind of go over the list. The deck list is in the description as well. But we have 4 Dread Wanderer, 4 Fatal Push, 4 Night Market Lookout, 3 Vicious Conquistador, 4 Glensleeve Siphoner, 2 Walk the Plank, 1 Heart of Kirin, 4 Scrappy Scrounger, 1 Bontu the Glorified, which is interesting. Got a foily there because it's a god. 3 Yahini, 3 Bontu's Last Reckoning, 3 Aethers for Harvester, and 4 Bone Picker, because that card is crazy good. Then we have in the sideboard here, we have 3 Vraska's Contempt, 2 Doomfall, 4 Gifted Aetherborn, 2 Harsh Scrutiny, and 4 Duress. So he actually didn't have his sideboard plan available for me to, or I didn't find it anywhere, rather. So I kind of made up my own sideboard plan here, but let me know how it goes. Let's go into the matches here. Josh. Better see blue-white Garpo's gift tomorrow, Taryn? Maybe. You never know. Excited to watch Taryn. Looks like a cool deck. What's up, Jolt? Yeah, for sure. Everyone should pressure Jolt into streaming on Thursday since I won't be here. that was a joke. Please don't do. This is a keeper. Again, there are 20 lands in this entire deck, so if we see more than 2 or 3, this is going to be a keeper for sure. What's a battle? First time you caught the stream in the month. Oh, nice. All right, let's get a swamp here and play out a Dread Wanderer. Okay. Passing turn. Looks like we're playing against maybe Sultai Energy. Okay. Let's see if that the new rig is kind of hard to stream on laptop. I got you, Jolt. I'm just teasing anyway. Plays a swamp. Opponent scoops. This opponent's playing. It looks like not Sultai Energy. Green and black red. Okay, let's see. Passing here, we're gonna get a Fatal Push, most likely, or a Glensleeve of our own. I think Glensleeve is the push target here for sure. Then we can continue our plan with Dread Wanderer here, getting in for 2. 3 energy already thanks to a Tuned with Aether. Next turn would likely get out a Yahini or a Glensleeve Siphoner. Let's see what our opponent has for us. Opponent is passing on 3 mana. Okay. Alright, that means the floodgates are open here. We're going to get in for 2 first. Let's get out a Glensleeve and a Night Market Lookout. I'm okay with that. Of course, Yahini has haste, so coming in attacking is okay. And Aethers for Harvester is a great secondary plan for us. Harness Lightning killing the Glensleeve Siphoner. That's fair. Oh my gosh, I just saw that you guys are talking like relationship stuff in the chat. I just noticed that, Josh. Yeah. I was like, what is happening over here in the chat? Oh man. I was so confused for a minute. Glensleeve's a Bolt Magnet. I can agree with that, just like Metallic Mimic and Yahini would have been. See Gonti here. Okay. See, again, this is a 2/3 Death Toucher, so let's see what we can do here. Next turn, we're likely getting out a swamp and then a Heaney attacking in. We're here for our friends and you, of course, Aaron. I got you, Crispy. No problem. I was just confused, like, cause I didn't see the original MTG Nerd post, and then like I kind of caught up after that. Good luck today. Can't stay for the whole stream. No problem. Opponent has 3 cards in hand. Is at 16. It's got a swamp here. I think a Yehini is the great play here for us. And then we just attack out like a madman. We do get a tap trigger from Night Market Lookout. They may block the Night Market Lookout. We'll just sack it and get some extra damage in. Of course, they might block the Yehini here. If they do that, we get a secondary trigger with Night Market Lookout. Okay. Yeah, because we can always bring back Dread Wanderer, which we most likely will bring back next turn, along with either that or Nathus for Harvester. So, next turn for our opponent, 4 cards in hand, 4 mana on the battlefield. What is your opinion, Taryn? I got broken up with via MySpace once. Aw, Jess. Don't ask her. He's engaged now. By the way, when's the date? Oh, I don't know. Oh, what's up, Steph? What do you mean you took you off our top 12 friends? Oh, man. Our opponents are... He got a Yehini off of the Gonti here. Let's get a swamp here. We could do a swing here. Opponent, we're doing a 1-point life swing both. Stream keeps falling behind somehow. Interesting. I did lower the latency on this stream today, so I didn't do it yesterday. So that might be it too. Let's see, we're going to want to kill probably Yehini here. Of course, they'll use Gonti. They might not use Gonti. Good, good, good. We're going to get out a Aethys for Harvester here. And then pass. Awesome. So we can lose 1 Veda Push, yeah. But we just have a good answer for an enchantment deck while playing mono black. Duress and Doomfall. Basically, they need to get it out of their hand before they play it. That's really the only answer you have. Or Lost Legacy, of course, for black only. Opponent's going to use a Tune with Aether. Alright, back to our opponent's turn here. Both 13, gotcha. No attacks from our opponent, I would assume. Yeah. Let's bring back a Dread Wanderer here. And then we'll just attack out with our Yehini here. Because we can bring Dread Wanderer back the following turn as well. I doubt that he'll block. He is going to block. Okay. Makes it indestructible. You'd think that they wouldn't do that, but interesting that they did. Opponent, 4 cards in hand, 6 mana on the battlefield. Let's see what we have here. Rogue Refiner coming out, giving him 2 energy and drawing a card. Gotta go vote today. Well, Cranial Extraction in Modern, sure. By the way, I'm really excited to start building Modern decks soon. We have a Fatal Push, or Harness Lightning coming here. That's why. Okay. That does trigger our Fatal Push to be able to kill the Rogue Refiner, so I am okay with doing that. Playing on another Botanical Sanctum. We're going to kill the Rogue Refiner. Very nice. 2 cards in hand for our opponent. Let's get out a Dread Wanderer and a Night Market Lookout, then attack out with our Aegis for Harvester. Very cool. Of course, we do do a 1-point life swing because Night Market Lookout is tapped. Then we get in for 3. Let's get some energy, make it lifelink, and gain some life as well. Maybe opponent is setting up for Scarab. That's true. I think opponent just had a Harness Lightning in hand and just wanted to make sure the field was clear. That might have been it. Can't adjust this one more time. I feel like it's too low in my face. Another Attune with Aether. Getting another land. Going to 3 cards in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Our opponent has all the mana. They're at 9 though, so Bond to the Glorified. Let's get that out during our play here. Gonna get in for 5. We're not gonna use a lifelink this turn because we want to hold up 2 for a Glintsteve Siphoner in case we draw into a new one. Oh, opponent is doing something. What, you flashing in something? Vraska's Contempt on Aethersphere Harvester. Gotcha. Getting in for 2 here. Let's get out a Bontu the Glorified. Banatune. Let's see. Terran might be a pro MLG editor who lives in a basement and streams MTG on the dark webs. Oh no, I'm not that. Not that, especially not that. Let's see. We're going to pass here. We could have used, or we can use this. We need to on a Dread Wanderer. The record yesterday was 2-0, Steven. We played 2 matches. They all went to 3 games. The last one went to time, but our opponent just ran out of time. So it was a great 2-0 match from yesterday. Let's see. We got Vraska Relic Seeker. Could kill something if they choose to, or just make a 2-2. Don't know why they did that because we have Bontu here to get that. Yes, we're going to put that on top. That's it for our opponent. He's scooping it up. Oh, man. Okay, let's see here. We want to probably get out Bontu and a Heart of Kirin. Put in some Duress. I think that's probably fair here. We kept running into a lot of removal. Likely see a Scarab God. We saw Vraska, so I think Vraska's Contempts are probably coming in. Actually, let's take out Duress and keep Vraska's Contempt in here. I think that's decent. Other than that, I think we're fine. I don't really see anything else that we want to put in or take out. Maybe a Doomfall here, but I think Bontu's Lesser Reckoning is just so fantastic. Let me update the standing here on the overlay. There we go. We're on game 2. Oh, Catcher makes me mad that she doesn't thaw cats. Anthony, you're not wrong. I tried to make a green-white cats token, or deck, and I was like, oh, we can add a catcher, but it doesn't make cats, so there's no point. So dumb. Where's Shelton? Ah, he probably just popped in and out. He'll be in and out. Okay, let's see. I think we're good. We're going to keep this. I want to see if a competitive deck running Ronas. I mean, I think Ronas is good. you know. Why do you think they don't want us to see the beta MTG arena? I mean, Rod, it might be a true beta. Like, there's a lot of video games that are like, oh, this is a beta, but sometimes it's really not. It's really just, I think this is a keeper. I think it's most of the time just a marketing ploy, but if it's a true beta, then it's going to be a lot of, you know, testing. And especially because Magic is such a complicated card game that they would need a lot of bug fixing with a wider, you know, group of people. Let's get a swamp here and pass. Would Mimic be okay to add to mono white deck yesterday and call Warrior a human for the monument triggers when aerial mechanic gets bounced back and forth? Giovanni, I think I did that on stream yesterday. Yeah, I would definitely want to call Warrior if the monument is out, but if the monument is not out and you're not drawing into it, definitely call Vampire. So you can definitely do either one. I think it's great either way. That's what makes the Mimic so flexible in that deck. Glintleaf Siphoner coming out here. We're going to Fatal Push that. And then get our own Siphoner out. Of course, it might just die itself. But we have 2, so I'm okay with that. The joys of having duplicates. Speaking cats, what is your opinion on putting in Anointed Procession rather than Vanquisher's Banner or Sanctuary Sanctuary or of Sanctuary? Sanctuary. Blah, blah, blah. Can't talk. William, in the previous iterations of the deck, I did have Anointed Procession in there. I think that was in Cat Travel 2.0, that deck tech, before Ixalan had release. I really do like Anointed Procession, but I do think Vanquisher's Banner overall just makes the deck go off a lot faster. But that's totally up to you. Deathgorge Scavenger, we're just going to kill that with a Walk the Plank this turn. Yield to that. And then play out a Vicious Conquistador. Whoop. Let's get in for attacks first before we play out our Conquistador. Our opponent is tapped out though, so that shouldn't matter much. Of course, we do have Menace as well, so could have been just attacking out anyway. But I do like the ability of having Deathgorge Scavenger in the graveyard because we don't want them getting rid of any of our creatures from our graveyard thanks to cards like Scrapheap Scrounger and Dread Wanderer. Wish Vanquisher's Banner costs 4 mana instead of 5. I can agree with that stuff. That's one of the cards that I wish it was just 4 instead of 5. Because it's just like there were a lot of cards at the 4 mana slot that kind of put off decks, like a Panharmonicon, Anointed Procession. If Vanquisher's Banner was 4, it would have been perfect. But that card draw is really kind of what put this over the edge. Getting out a Servant of the Conduit here. We're going to draw a card here and lose a life. Nice. Got into a Walk the Plank there. I think that's fair. Let's do this again. They don't have a green mana up, so we're going to get out that and then get out a Glintleaf Siphoner to get a double energy this turn and be able to draw again next turn if they don't kill a Glintleaf, or both of them rather. Losing a life from the Vicious Conquistador, getting in for 4. Again, Mono Black Aggro is a super fun deck, guys. And it goes off quite frequently. Is Ronus' Monument a good sideward against tokens and the Mono White Vamps deck? No, because that +2/+2 is on your turn. I don't think so. I think obviously you want something like opponent passing here. Glimmer of Genius perhaps on this turn. We're going to draw 2 cards here. I think you want something more like a sweeper against token strategies, or something to kill an artifact. Let's just get in here. Our opponent might have a flash creature, but I doubt it. 4 cards in hand. Let's get out a Scrap Heap, and they don't have red right now, so I think getting double Scrap Heap is actually quite okay. We're going to be able to draw 2 cards again next turn. Glintleaf Siphoner advantage us. How much this deck on paper? I think the deck on paper, if you look at the deck tech that I did earlier today, I think it was maybe 130, 140. On MTGO, it's about 74 tickets. But I would definitely check out the deck tech on the video to see how many tickets it was or how much it is. Because I do tickets and then I do a $ sign right beside it for paper. So, Gonti, Lord of Luxury. Bontu is unplayable? I don't think so. I think Bontu's quite good. I think a lot of people ooh, got a face on card there. I think a lot of people devalue Bontu. But in this particular deck, it's very good for us. Just a one of, obviously. I like Seth. He creates some amazing decks and fun to play. Yeah, Seth is awesome. We're going to draw another card here. Got a Liege Conquistador and a Fatal Push out of that. Okay, let's see here. We can get out for an attacks here and just do a Fatal Push on the Gonti here. I think that's fair. Of course, they can't block the Glensleaf Siphoners because of Menace. If they have a Blossoming Defense, that will kind of put a kink in our plans. Opponent's still down to 9. They could block a 3 here. Yeah. And then they'll take 2, see, 7, 8, go to 1. They didn't block the Conquistador. Let's get a Conquistador, and that should be game. Quick 2-0. Deadlands into push, yeah. Deadlands into push would have been it. He just had the green mana up, so I just wanted to represent a Blossoming Defense. That's why, Josh. I didn't want to waste a land for a Blossoming Defense activation. I wanted to waste a Fatal Push instead, because the Deadlands can stay on the field for a while. Opponent is at 1. Should be it. What do we got here? Whoa! Bontu's Last Reckoning? Okay. Okay. We have 2 Scrap Heaps we can bring back, so... Great play for our opponent there. Let's see, we're going to, at his instep, or their instep, playing a Canyon Slough. I guess they were needing red mana terribly. We're going to get back 2 Scrap Heap Scroungers. And that should be game if they don't have a way to kill both of them this turn. Going to go to attacks here. They have a green and a blue up. That should be it. I can't really think of anything that could do that besides bounce spells, maybe? Like 2 unsummons. Bontu plus Scrap equals joke. That's it! We got 2-0 there in match 1. Awesome. We're going to go to match 2 here. Whoops. Let me host a new match. There we go. Very nice. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. When you go to high school, you'll be amazed at how many people lied to you to get the person they want. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, man. You guys are talking relationships. I was terrible at relationships. I was one of those guys that was like the person who would do like kind of like the hopeless romantic person who would do like poems and stuff like that. I once wrote a girl in high school a poem in High Quinian, which is Elvish. Yeah, got some nerd points for that. She couldn't read it, by the way. I had to basically read it to her. That was fun. I think this is a okay hand. Let's keep this. Is this the right MTG Trader stream? Because Terran just won. What's going on here? Aw, Crispy, you're being too nice. Being too nice. The heart burns there too. Exactly. Let's get out a Swamp here and then get out a Dread Wanderer. Of course, we could have got a Vicious Conquistador that turn, but I like representing 2 damage on the following turn. Alrighty. Anthony. Thanks, Steph. Appreciate it. And you got land, what's going on here? I don't know. It might just be the music, like the really nice music. There's a Fatal Push, that's fine, of course. If they waste removal on a Dread Wanderer, I am totally okay with it. Wow, Terran, just wow. Rats off to you, Elliot. Rats off. Was that a Tom Goes to the Mayor reference? Because I love Tom Goes to the Mayor. That's one of my favorite TV shows. Let's see, we've got a Vicious Conquistador here, and we're just going to pass. Terran, you are a new kind of hero. Oh, man. I used to make mixtapes in high school, too. Like CDs, not actual tapes. So... Gifted Aetherborn, there we go. Rats off to you. We're going to Fatal Push the Gifted Aetherborn here because that card is ridiculous. Opponent tapped out completely. Got a Fatal Push for ourselves. We're going to get in for 2 here thanks to Conquistador's ability. And then play out a Glorified. Opponent does not have a land drop. No, they did. They did. We were the first to play. Gotcha. Do you also speak Klingon? No, but I was really into Lord of the Rings Online. Of course, I love J.R.R. Tolkien, all his stuff. And I would do that thing in high school where it was like, Mega Vannen friend, all that kind of stuff. But no, I never spoke Klingon. I was never really big into Star Trek. For some reason, I thought it was too dorky. I'm not sure why. I feel like I should have got into it more. Keep the Aetherborn here. We have a Heart of Kirin play we can do here. Of course, they're completely tapped out, so I have no fear of playing all this stuff on main phase 1. Yeah, we'll get this to right now. Let's do a Fatal Push and then just get in for 2 here. Of course, we can bring in a Dread Wanderer from next turn. I can't even. Love Star Trek. You haven't read Terran's Klingon Haikyuu? You wrote your crush a letter in Elvish, but Trek is too far, huh? Don't follow that logic. I don't either. I don't either. I think what it is like, I liked more like fantasy like art and like mythology stuff. I was much more into that than I was like sci-fi or like high-tech stuff when I was younger. But like now I like equally like both. Like I love Star Wars obviously, but I was always like, oh, I like Star Wars more than Star Trek because it's less about like the tech, you know. But at the same time, like I've rewatched it now as an adult. I'm just like, what am I even talking about? They're the same. Kitestell Freebooter coming in here. We're going to use a Heart of Kirin with a Bantu crew and get in. Of course, the Vicious Conquistador is going to make them lose 1 life just by being tapped. They can block with it, of course. Yahini Undying Partisan coming in here. Let's get that out. We are just ramping like crazy. Crewing our Heart of Kirin here and getting in for lots of damage. New Star Trek series is so bad. So aw, that's sad, Kenobi. Plus Kenobi's here too. I watched Next Generation, and then I watched oh, what was the other one? Discovery, right? I think. Okay, Yini gets a +1/+1 counter there. I don't think Rune Raider is in this deck for me. I think it's as good as Adam built it. I think it's pretty decent. Everyone should watch Oroville? I've never heard of that. Voyager and Discovery. I think I've watched a little bit of Voyager. I did like it. Discovery is the new one, is really good. Gotcha. Next Generation is techno babble. I think that's why I didn't like it, William. I think that was the thing that kind of turned me off to it. That's not to say I wouldn't like it now, because I have watched a couple episodes since, you know, graduating from like high school and college and all that stuff. But at the time, I was like, oh, I like elves and stuff like that better. That's kind of, I guess, why I like Magic more so. Let's go for a Dread Wanderer here, and then we're going to swing in with Bantu. I think that's fair. Or we could save that. Let's go for a crew here. Opponent has 1 mana available to them. They could use a Fatal Push here. If that's the case, we can use an activation of Yahini Undying Partisan to make it indestructible. Getting in here for 7, 8, 9 if they do not block. 6 Seasons of Borg, yes please. Great comedy sci-fi. Oh, I loved Galaxy Quest. Oh my gosh, Galaxy Quest, man, one of my favorite movies of all time. And it's so strange to me because yeah, we're gonna make sure this dies because I didn't like Star Trek as a kid. But Galaxy Quest, dude, like I think it's because I liked Home Improvement. And I just I really enjoyed Tim Allen in that, as well as all the other actors in there. Let's see, opponent's at 4 life. That should be game. That's it. Nice, got a quick game 1 there. Let's go for a game 2 on match 3 or match 2. Spaceballs. Oh, that's good. I think we're actually okay. I want to bring in some Vraska's Contempt against this setup here. Let's take out an Aethys for Harvester and a... Let's go for a... I think taking out Heart is going to be good because they have Fatal Push. I'm assuming it's going to be coming in if they don't have it already in their full playset. As a Brit, I will always have to apologize for Doctor Who. It is awful. Kenobi, oh my gosh. So, when I was in college, like 2012, or 2008, 2012, like, Doctor Who started blowing up in the West, right? And, like, it's so weird because so many of my friends were like, oh my gosh, have you heard of Doctor Who? I'm like, well, yeah, it's been around forever. And they're like, oh my gosh, Eccleston and then David Tennant, and like, they just started talking, and then I got it, and then I started watching it, and I was like, this show is fun. It's super hokey, but at the same time, it's like it makes fun of itself all the time. So I'm like, I'm okay with it. It's like Supernatural, if you've ever watched Supernatural. But if you haven't really, you know, if you really like try to seriously watch Doctor Who, I don't know how you don't like end up like brain dead, because it's, to me it's sometimes it's super bad. And then it got like worse and worse, and then like everybody else, all my friends just kind of fell off from it, and I was just like, I mean, it's the same show though. Like it's I don't think it's changed much. I don't know. There's gonna be that female doctor though, and that's exciting. So we might see something from that in the future. I'm gonna keep this. We're on the draw here, so we might get into another land. I like Supernatural. My favorite line by the Doctor was, "I am the danger." The writing is just the worst. The sonic screwdriver as a Deus Ex Machina. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Kenobi. Dude, but I really liked, in college, I really got into Supernatural. Sam! We're doing the family business. Tennant is my favorite. Alonso. Mind Sculptor. I like Tennant. I think Tennant's probably my favorite. Matt Smith, though, is pretty good. Let's see. Canyon Slew. Maybe a Fatal Push coming in for the Dread Wanderer this turn. Although he might not do that. He might want to wait for a Glensleeve Siphoner, but he doesn't know that yet. I like the Rick and Morty. It's just a huge Doctor Who spoof, though. Yeah, it's like Doctor Who meets Back to the Future, right? Bow ties so cool. Yeah, that's Matt Smith. How we put Kevin? We won 2-0 in match 1, and this is match 2. We just won the first game, so doing pretty good. Rick and Morty is great. It's a shame the fan base is becoming like Deadpool's insufferable. Kenobi, you're not wrong. Jeez, like it's so bad now. Like it's almost hard to even watch the show without realizing how terrible the fan base is. I have a lot of friends who like it, and yeah, they talk about it like it's the coming of, like, you know, something amazing. I'm like, I mean, it's just a TV show, guys. It's a cool show, but please stop. Like Supernatural too, but I mean, in my opinion, they forced it too much on the last seasons I watched. Should have ended a long time ago. Yeah, I think so too. Essence Scatter on Glensleeve. That's fine. I think Supernatural is just kind of like one of those shows where they just want to do it as many times as they possibly can, or as many seasons as possibly can. I'm okay with that. As long as they like make fun of themselves, the longer they go, I'm okay with it. I do think that the show has kind of gotten, you know, overwhelmingly like saturated with stuff though. I haven't watched the current season though. Josh just said the current Supernatural season is pretty good. Need to watch it. But yeah, the Leviathan season was bad. Yeah, I agree with that. Pickle Rick! Average Savage. Man, let's get a Scrappy Scrounger on this turn. Would rather like to get into a mana, honestly. It almost might be worth it to Fatal Push our Dread Wanderer for a Bone Picker. But, again, if they got another Essence Scatter, we don't want to do that. Let's get in for 2 here first. And see if they kill our Dread Wanderer with a push or a... Oh, there it is! Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You're so kind. Let's get a Bone Picker. Is this mono black deck cheap? How many tickets? It's about 72 tickets. Kenobi. Playing Grixis, I see. A Braid. Oh, okay. Goodness. Opponent. You got removal at the butt. They still didn't get into mana, though. Neither did we. Let's get a Scrap Heap Scrounger out here. And then we're going to pass. At the end of Season 5, they're going to end it. Main 2 said they'd quit unless they got paid, thinking that'd be it. Nope, their kids' college is paid 4 times a billion. All the removal all the time. That's a good price for a standard deck. I can agree with that, Kenobi. I'm actually building a, or about to release, I think it's this week or next week, a budget Simic Merfolk deck. It was, I think it was, the time I priced it, it was 10 tickets. And it wins by like turn 7. Let's see here. If near Deadlands, opponent just messaged me. There we go. Is Pleasant Kenobi your secret streamer? I don't know, man. Need to go edit some stuff. We'll catch up with you later this week, Taryn. No problem. See you later. I think Yihini's a good hit here for us. We can try and work around an Essence Scatter or a Censor. 6 cards in hand for our opponent, though. Ayy. Alright, cool. We're getting in for 5 this turn unless they have a kill spell. Got down to 13. If he is you, better warn him. Shifty Eyes Kenobi. Oh, man. Still want my Simic Nissa to be a thing. I have a pool playset with 1 being foiled. Nice, Jibbage. I'll definitely try and work on that deck again. I really liked it on Fan Friday. I just, you know, it just kind of fell apart during the test drive. So I think tweaking the creature base and seeing what we can do with that, I think it'd be a lot better. But I do think that the Waker of the Wilds and the 2 Nissas really work well together. Let's go for an attack first. Might have been better to get a Scrounger out first for a sack outlet. Excuse me. But let's see what happens. Down to 8. Let's get out a Siphoner here. See if this hits. If you use, you better warn. So I need to watch you while I'm at work. If I can't play, I might as well enjoy some great games. Nice. Appreciate that, buddy. Opponent is down to 8. Alright, they're going to draw into their 8th card in hand. Still have 2 mana on turn 7. We're having some real bad mana troubles today. Glincy Siphoner coming out. Of course, he had to tap out for that. But we have a Fatal Push in hand, so end of turn push is likely right here. Makes him a 3/3, so we're getting in for 8. We're getting in for lethal, and that should be game. Look at us doing well. What's up, Elliot? Thanks for streaming. Really like watching. I appreciate that, Petite. That's it. Oh, I kicked this out completely. Oh, that was it because we 2-0'd. Yeah, we had gas all the way. Nice. We 2-0'd there too. Let's get into match 3 here. Really liking this deck so far. It's performing really well for us on stream. Turn 6 and both players combined have 5 mana. I'm at a stage of my dorkiness that I have to choose between MTG and playing Rogue Trader, Warhammer 40k. James, I never got into Warhammer 40k, but every time I would go to a local game store, they would have it out because they would have tables for it, for like D&D and stuff. And I've played D&D and Pathfinder, but man, I was like, oh, if I get into this, I'm never going to get out. I'm referring to Warhammer 40k. I think this is good. Let's keep it. Opponent is on the play. Taryn has gas after Taco Bell. I did have some tacos today. Wow. I just remembered that. Yeah. I had some tacos for lunch. The stream will not be long. Let's get out a Swamp here and get out a Dread Wanderer on turn 1. The Evolving Wilds. This might be a approach deck here. We're going to pass. I'm not a Rockefeller, so I couldn't get into, into Warhammer 40k. Did you have Rudy's tacos? You sell out? No, I did not. My tacos were delicious. And they were very firm and crunchy. Scrap Heap Scrounger, can't block. Again, Fatal Push on a Scrap Heap here might be worth it since we have a Bone Picker in hand. I think that's probably going to be the play. Just going to represent some extra power. Let's kill the Scrap Heap here and get out a Bone Picker the following play. Of course, we could have done it in main phase 2 because this can't block. But they're tapped out, so I don't care. Let's get in for 2 here. Turn this into Taku Tuesday. It's now on the wiki. Pick some bones. That's right. Flying Lifelink, man. This is a crazy card. I feel like, again, we haven't really seen this in any kind of modern builds yet, but this card, man, I really want to see it in a modern build somewhere. It's so good. A 1-mana 3/2 Flying Death Toucher. It needs to be in a modern deck somewhere. Okay, 5 cards in hand for our opponent. 3 mana on the battlefield. Could go for Bantu's Last Reckoning here if they were really reckless. Next turn we can get out a Dread Wanderer and a Glintsleeve Siphoner, or get out Heart of Kirin and a Dread Wanderer. Here's a Never here on the Bone Picker. That's fine. Terran, 40k's lore is super dense, I swear. It is like actual history. James. I did play the Warhammer, I think it's Space Marine on the PS3. That game was awesome. Really decent, or solid third-person shooter. Let's get a Swamp here. I think Yahini's the play here, actually. Let's go for a Yahini. We just have a ton of options right now because everything is cheap. Getting Glintsleeve out would have been great there too, but I think because of the way that they've kind of built right here with Never, they're going to be making a 2/2 next turn most likely. We're getting in for 4, taking it down to 14. I want Morbid to be a keyword in Standard again. Morbid would be great. I mean, Morbid is basically Revolt. I mean, Revolt is basically Morbid in this format. Played 40k RTS a few years ago. Nice. Seemed pretty sweet. Scrap Heap Scrounger, can't block again. What do you think about From the Vault Transform? Will you buy it? Probably not. It doesn't have Jace in it, so... I mean, I like Liliana, and I liked all this other stuff, and I like Delver, but... I mean, a lot of those cards are just kind of bulk, so... And the foiling process and all the From the Vault stuff is usually terrible, so... I usually try to stay away from it. Let's get in here for 4 again, because we can. And then we're going to play out a Glintsleeve and a Heart. I think that's pretty fair. Very nice. We can't crew with Heart this turn, sadly, because we need 3. But we do have lots of great setup here. It does have Jace? Oh, it does have Jace, Anthony? I had no idea. I didn't know that. Wow, that changes my perspective completely. That was like the only flip card that I was like, if they don't put it in there, then there's no real reason. I thought they talked about it not having Jace. Gotta split. I'll see you later, Gizmothing. Gotta get back to Christmas shopping. Oh, jeez. Christmas is coming up soon, isn't it? Cottage Block was OP, mechanically speaking. Yeah. It has all the Origins Planeswalkers. I had no idea. I thought it just had Liliana on the front. That's awesome. I would say Nissa and Jace were my favorites. That's cool. That changes my perspective on that a lot. I might actually do... What deck is this? What is this draft card doing in here? Oh, this is White Black Zombies. Okay. So weird. Going to tab Glintsleeve Siphoner here. Now Terran will be like, I want to buy it. Probably get myself 2 of them, yeah. I had no idea. I thought Jace wasn't in there. I thought they, I mean, like, because Rudy, like, made that whole video about, Jace shouldn't be in here because of reasons. And I was like, well, I kind of agree with him. But that means I won't buy the product. That changes my perspective on that product completely. However, the foiling process is still terrible, so... I don't know. Might wait. Yeah, White Black Jank, maybe? Glintsleeve Siphoner here, going to do that, but we can't get a trigger off of it this turn. Let's get a Swamp out here. We might just use If Near Deadlands to kill the Binding Mummy or the Wayward Servant to give Yahini a +1/+1 counter, and that way we can crew with Heart. I think that's the play here. Let's see. I think Wayward Servant's probably the one we want to get rid of. Yes. Yeah, kill Wayward Servant, then Yahini gets some counters. It has Vryn's Prodigy, but I know you want the real good Jace like Ingenious Mind Mage from Planeswalker deck. Yes, Kevin, exactly. That's exactly what I want. Alright, we're going to crew here. Great. Alright, we're also going to get an energy from the Glintsleeve, so he can only block the Dread Wanderer if he wants to. I doubt he will, though. But he's taking 8 to the face, putting him down to 2. Snapcaster in Standard. That's insane. If Snapcaster was back in Standard, oh my gosh. You'd see people coming out of the woodwork being like, oh, it's back in Standard? Well, we're just going to play Magic again. Wow, he is going to block. Okay. That makes Yehini a 4/4. So that means that there's no crewing needed unless we need to get over something. So we have 2 ways to get 4 damage in next turn. That should be game. Dominaria will be sick. Dude, I agree. I think Dominaria is going to be amazing. Who let Jace Castaway in? Really like new art for Huntmaster and Delver. Yeah, I think they're great, William. As always, I mean, Magic art is, you know, amazing. They can't block here, so if they don't have a Bantu's Last Reckoning this play, they're really out. Of course, if they do Bantu, we can still use Yehini's ability here. Maybe a cast out for something. See what happens. They're going to bring back another Scrap Heap. Okay. And Wayward Servant's going to leave the play. Okay. Yeah, you're just dead on play. You have 1 card in hand. You're completely tapped out. We can do our draw here, but that should be it. Yeah, he's doing the GG. We'll say yes. And, yeah, we're just going to crew here. And then get in for 4 in the air. That's it. Sweet. All right, let's go for game 2 here. We are on a roll. Jake, we have won every single match we've played today, and we are on match 3. So we've 2-0'd every single time. So we're doing great. Let's see. Opponent is playing some kind of weird deck here. I really want to think about maybe Doomfall coming in over a Kirin and a Bantu here. Maybe some Vraska. Probably not Vraska. Let's go for some Duress to try and shut down maybe a Fumigate play and take out a Harvester and a Bone Picker. Actually, not a Bone Picker. Let's take out a Conquistador. Let's do that. This deck is great and so are you turn. Oh, I appreciate that, Kevin. I have my cat deck in the Arlen sleeves. Nice! Cats wearing werewolf jackets. Is that like the scene in like Princess Mononoke with like the people wearing the boar like skins to get around other boars? Ah, Kevin, come on, come on, come on. How many tickets does it take to make? Dylan, this is, I believe, 72 tickets. I did post a deck tech on the channel of this deck, so if you guys want to check that out, it's on the channel. And the prices are there, as well as the link on MTGO Traders to like see the full deck list and buy it from there. James, did you suggest playing Deathwatch? You're part of Space Marine Special Task Force order to eliminate Xeno alien threats. Really cool gameplay. That sounds awesome. Opponent is complimenting me on the deck. It's a nice deck. Okay, let's see. We have 3 mana here, a Bone Picker, a Scrappy Scrounger, and a Doomfall. I think this is a keep. Opponent is on the play here. Deck's free if you buy Terran's tacos. Oh my gosh. How good is this deck? This deck was actually in the Pro Tour, Jake. This is piloted by Adam, is it Jansen or Jensen? I think it's Jensen. Opponent mulligan to 6 there. Ouch. Classic black-white zombies. I really like it. Just like how the mono white vampire deck was piloted yesterday, or that I piloted yesterday, that we also went 2-0 with. It's a fantastic Pro Tour deck here. We're going to pass. Nothing to do on turn 1 for us, except for a Fatal Push, which we will probably keep for a Bone Picker next turn if he plays out something. These exact cards were in the Pro Tour. Not these exact cards, Elliot. Not these exact cards. Glintsleeve Siphoner. Alright, Glintsleeve Siphoner. Gifted Aetherborn. I think we did this last game, didn't we? We're going to do for a Fatal Push here. And then go for a Bone Picker. And pass. Such a fantastic tempo swing there for us. Then insert it into USB drive to become digital. Like Digimon or like Princess... Oh, not Princess. Code Lyoko. Is that what you're trying to say? I got an Essence Distraction on the Bone Picker there. going to place a mana here, get out a Glint-Sleeve Siphoner, and then we're just going to hold up it for a turn. And hit 6 for our opponent. 4 cards in our opponent's hand, 3 mana on the battlefield. There's another jack. Oh, there are multiple jacks. Sorry. There are many cards like these cards, but these ones are Terrans. Exactly, exactly. All right, we have a Glint-Sleeve here. We're going to use Doomfall on this Scrap Heap Scrounger. Yes. That actually doesn't cause a trigger for Bone Picker, though. I think a Walk the Plank is actually better here. Let's go for Walk the Plank, then go for a Bone Picker, and then go for an attack here. They might have a Fatal Push for the Bone Picker here, since we did kill a Scrounger, but I do like getting out the Bone Picker instead of using Doomfall to exile it. Just made a Rakdos deck with all these creatures in it and Bomat. I played 2 Unlicensed Disintegration and 2 Fatal Push. Is that enough, or should I put the other pushes in if I got them? Probably maybe the sideboard? I don't know. Really depends on what kind of meta you're up against. Never for a Bone Picker again. Getting out a Scrappy Scrounger next turn. We'll be definitely drawing 2 cards this turn. Glint-Sleeve Siphoner being a great way for advantage for us. Terran, you can cast all your stuff. Main phase 2 because Scrounger can't block anyway. Yeah, we could have done that too. Let's see. Evolving Wilds, 1 card in our opponent's hand. They're almost out of gas. We're going to gain some gas with Glint-Sleeve Siphoner here. Yes. If near Deadlands. And then we're just going to swing out here. We could use Doomfall here and see if we want to grab anything out of their hand. That might actually be the play, just to see what they have. Like if they have a Fumigate or something like that. Let's see what they got. Because we can play a Scrap Heap right after that. What do you got in your hand? Binding Mummy. Let's get that out. Let's play a Scrap Heap and pass. Now they're top deck. Sultai is fairly different than Temur 4-color. I can agree with that. Sultai, yeah, it was also a better version. Pretty consistently, we're hitting about 150 views today. Welcome, guys. If you're new to the channel, I stream Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Of course, this week, I'll be going to a wedding Thursday and Friday, so I'll be out. We might have a guest streamer, though. So, just let me know. Or I'll let you guys know. But subscribe to the channel, of course. Hit the bell right beside the subscription button. So you know when we go live with the stream on the channel and when we upload a new video on the channel as well. So, also we have a Facebook group in the description. You can go there and chat amongst yourselves, have some good times. Opponent is at 19 life, and I feel like the game is already over for them. Return here. Let's see here. Zombie. Will you stream Iconic Masters drafts? Maybe. I might. See, no hit for here for Glint-Sleeve. 0 cards in hand. Let's get out. Let me cancel first. We could do an If Near Deadlands trigger on the zombie here and get in for 5. I think that's actually pretty relevant. Whoops, cancel. But I mean, we can also save that, and he can just kill this creature here. I think that's fine too. Of course, you can't block the Glint-Sleeve Siphoner because it has Menace. Unstable drafts now. I heard Taryn mention we were all invited to the wedding via streaming. No, it's not. It's Jess's friend's wedding. Porno music intense. This is Mega Man X music remix. This is from, again, Mega Man X Maverick Rising. I didn't put the link in the description today, but I will after the stream. Blocking here, that's fine. Let's play out the Scrap Heap here and a Conquistador. And then pass turn. Again, I feel like we're really just ahead right now. Where will it be streamed, Jack? We always stream here on the channel on YouTube itself. So, Scrap Heap Scrounger coming in. Great top deck for them. Although they can't block with Scrap Heap Scrounger. We will be able to draw 2 cards with the Glint-Sleeve Siphoner because this card is amazing. Let's get out Inferior Deadlands and then get out a Yahini so we can attack out with that as well. Bada bing! We're going to swing out here with everybody. Losing life, also getting an energy. And doing 2, 4, 6, 8 damage. Putting them down to 8. Mono Black Aggro, guys. It is an amazingly powerful deck. Best soundtrack of any series, in my opinion. I agree with that, Mind Sculpting. Make sure to end your turn, returning your Scrounger next turn. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. If they fumigate this turn, we'll do that at the end step. We'll see what happens though. Use the Henny here, making him indestructible with a Conquistador most likely. Never, okay. That's fine. You can't use it a secondary time either. To me, they should have killed the Glintsleeve Siphoner because that was the one that was giving the most, like, power towards our board. But, I mean, Yehini is a big threat as well, so... Not being able to block anything, though, makes it really difficult, so... 2, 4, 7 next turn. Beginning of our play, though, we'll be able to, if near Deadlands, the Scrap Heap Scrounger, and hit in for lethal. Let's see what they do here. If they attack, though, then, yeah, they're going to attack... Yeah, it's fine. So we can still kill with Ifnir Deadlands here on our turn and hit for lethal. They have no cards in hand and 3 mana up. We didn't use Scrap Heap Scrounger there, but we don't need it. Let's just do that and then get in for lethal. Bada bing! Opponent. Good game, good game. Nice. We just 2-0'd again in match 3. Let's go to match 4. One more round for you guys. These matches are going extremely quickly. Wow. This will be the last one of the day. Taryn, please buy a robot with treads so that I can hold the tablets so you can stream your wedding for us. Oh, man. Nice. Taryn, you should strap a GoPro to your head for that. Yeah, GoPro on your beard cam. Turns out when Taryn plays Pro Tour decks, he wins a bunch. Yeah, Josh, I could see that. I also think it's probably just one of those days that I'm having really good luck. Opening hand here. This also has 20 lands in the entire deck, so I feel like, I don't know, just being really lucky today. This is a keeper. What? 4 matches on a Terran stream? What? That's right, Jibbage. Well, eventually we want to go to league matches, so gotta get used to that. Vicious Conquistador getting that out on turn 1 and passing. Gonna hit 6 for our opponent here. Glintsleeve Siphoner on their turn. Ooh, gives me a energy deck here. Okay. Botanical Sanctum costs so much right now. Let's get out of Swamp here and do a Glintsleeve Siphoner, and then we're going to get an energy and attack out for 2. Or 1 with the tap trigger. Next turn, I'm probably going to see a Long Tusk Cub, so we'll just be Fatal Pushing that. We have all the removal in the world. Your niche is lovely. Niche? What? Yeah, you're playing a fair number of janky decks. I can agree with that too. Opponent has a mountain here. I was thinking about Harness Lightning on the Glintsleeve Siphoner, but no. Okay. A pass from our opponent. How much is Botanical Sanctum right now? Keep or sell? I can't remember how much it is right now. I know it's higher than normal. I think it would be a definite sell if you had a bunch of them and you didn't need them. Let's go for an attacker if we can. We might get a Harness Lightning to Glintsleeve Siphoner. That's kind of what I'm expecting. Let's get in for this turn. Made a blue-green deck brew. Named it You Can't Touch This. Currently 4-0 for the past 3 FNMs. Think you would like it. Nice, Jeremy. $10 paper. Gotcha. We're going to pass here. Harness Lightning on Glintsleeve Siphoner. Gotcha. End of turn there. So that does prevent us from playing a Bone Picker on our turn, which does suck. We do have 2 energy, though, for a Glintsleeve if we get to get another one out. I attribute all the wins to this phenomenal sideboard. to the phenomenal sideboard. That was actually my sideboard. They didn't have a sideboard with the deck list that Adam gave, and so I kind of made a sideboard up, thinking what the deck would be. We have a walk the plank and a push here. We can't push because we don't have a revolt trigger this turn, but we can plank and then bone picker our next turn. I think that's fine. Opponent at 14. Gonna drop to 12 next turn. Let's see here. Night Market Lookout. Let's go for a walk the plank here. They have 6 energy. Go for a bone picker, and then we're going to hit in for 2. Highlight the stream. What have I missed? Kieran, we have gone 3-0, and this is a match 4, game 1. So we are on fire right now. We've gone 2-0 every single match. Using Multiform Wonder and its amazing game-winning threat and blue-green deck running. Nice. Round 11 on TCG Player. Gotcha. Alright, we have... Opponent has 12 energy, 3 lands on the play. They could get out a Bristling Hydra here, but they have a tapped Botanical Sanctum. They're going to attune with Aether here. I'm assuming a Long Tusk Cub play here. They're going to get a Mountain out from that. There it is, and we're going to Fatal Push that. Would be funny if they decided to pump Long Tusk Cub their turn. God, 3 Fatal Push in our hand is just insane. All the value. Yeah, we're going to push, and then we're going to get in for 5 this turn, dropping them to 7, and then we're going to play at the Night Market Lookout. So good, guys. Night Market Lookout, and we have another Fatal Push online. This opponent is like, you scamp. They're playing a pretty good deck, though. They're playing Teamer Energy, too, so... I mean, we're seeing all the cards that you would normally see in a Teamer Energy build. Just nothing's coming together for them. Hydra this turn. Confiscation Coup. Ouch. That hurts. Does come in tap, though. So we will be able to do 4 damage next turn. Still don't know why Yahini's expertise doesn't see play. Sweepers are so relevant in the current format. I think it's just because it's 5 mana. Obviously, it does make something cheaper for us. Aether Harvester. That's a fantastic play for us, but we really want to hold up a Fatal Push here. Obviously, the Bone Picker doesn't have lifelink, so I'm okay with that. Let's get in for 4 here. What I'm kind of expecting here is that our opponent is going to Harness Lightning one of our creatures on the upkeep, and then we will Fatal Push our Bone Picker to kill it. Opponent is at 3, so if we if either of these survive, they'll be at 1, and then if one gets in, then that means it's game. Cooked up a Cadbury chocolate pudding, ready for the obvious. Nice. Got another Attune with Aether. Got 3 of them so far in this match, going up to 10 energy. It's 4 mana also, yeah. Oh, 4 mana also. Sorry. I meant, oh, another Confiscation Coup? You know what? I'm going to Fatal Push that, and then Fatal Push the Bone Picker. I think that's fair. And then Confiscation Coup should fizzle. And then we have our Conquistador on the battlefield. We're going to play out the Aether Harvester next turn. If we get into a Yahini, we just win. We do have 3 in the deck. Let's see if we top deck 1. We don't. We do get a Swamp, though. Let's get out a Aether Harvester here. And then get in for 2. We did want to use a Confiscation Coup. Or we didn't want to have Confiscation Coup take our other guy. Because it does represent life gain on their side of the field if they attack out with it, so... We could have, of course, waited the next turn, but one energy wouldn't have been much. Now I'm kind of expecting either a Glorybringer or a Bristling Hydra, but of course we have Aether Harvester. If they do not kill the Vicious Conquistador, we just win. 4 cards in hand, 6 mana on the battlefield, going up to 7. What are they getting? Is there a Glorybringer? Chandra, Torch of Defiance. Gonna kill the Vicious Conquistador, I would assume. Gonna have to keep it alive. Yeah. Yeah, we would win on the attack trigger, of course. Servant of the Conduit. Okay, so we need to basically just top deck a creature. We have several in the deck. Chandra is at 1. We are just destroying this Temur Energy deck. Creature. No creature. Nothing for recursion on our graveyard either. We whiffed for 1 turn. Ouch. Don't call it a comeback. There's a Glorybringer coming in. Yeah, so basically we need to be really careful what we're about to do next. If Glorybringer just swings in here, okay, Glorybringer is swinging in. So they're just hoping we don't draw into a creature, which we do, and then we just hit. Do they have a Braid? That's the only play I could see having. Vicious Conquistador got melted so badly. Yeah, there's an Abrade. Okay, opponent is really on the uptick now. Yep. I'm assuming an Exert trigger from Glorybringer here to kill Scrappy Scrounger. God, he's fighting us off. He's got 1 card in hand, but come on! Chandra is slowly going up to 3 here. Rootbound Crag into the battlefield. Whirler Virtuoso, 13 energy. Oh, now we have like no ability to block forever. What's up, Team Master Flex? Pretty good, pretty good. We just 3-0'd. We're on our match 4, and think they're probably gonna come back and win. If we top into a Bantu / Reckoning, it'll be really great for us. But of course, they have a Whirler Virtuoso. They're going to just attack out here. They're coming back hardcore. We're at 7 life right now. Got into Dread Wanderer. Yeah, we're just dead now, right? We can block the 2/2, or we can't block the 2/2 actually. Yeah, we're dead. Okay, let's concede here. Wow, so close, so close. Let's go to sideboard. Ah, that was so close. We got him to 1. Got him to 1, guys. We're gonna get in some Vraska's Contempt. Take out Heart and Bantu here. Let's get some. Let's see. I like everything we have going on right now. I think some Harsh Scrutiny is probably good. Could have really used Conquistador. I agree with that. Let's get a. Let's get a Dread Wanderer and a Harvester for the 2 Harsh Scrutinies. I think that's fine. If only you ran Sunscorched Desert. Gives Day Reborn is good for us, but I think Glensleeve is better if it can last longer. But yeah, that comeback was insane. I mean, they came back from 1 and we were at, almost maybe 20. So, single copy of Sunscorched Desert. But we really need the black mana. So that's why it's not in there. Ruined my record. Yeah. Let's see here. I think this is fine. Let's submit. Good luck the rest of the game. Love the stream. I appreciate it, Kevin. Let's see what we can do here. Run Bomb 2 to stop Confiscation Crew. Play first? Yes. Our luck has officially run out, ladies and gentlemen. We have no lands in our opening hand. Alright, we're going to mulligan there. This is a much better opening hand for us. We're going to keep. Run Bantu, stop it, and of course he might just take Bantu. That's true because he's only 3 mana. Opponent mulligan to 5. Oh! Dread Wanderer on top, sure. Again, we're on the play here. We're going to use Harsh Scrutiny to start the match off right. 5 cards in hand. Rogue Refiner, and then 4 lands. Yeah, that's fine. And we're going to bottom that. Because, probably would need the mana. opponent. He recognizes us. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. Oh, 6-drop tribal. I saw that list that was going around. Looked awesome. Let's get out a Night Market and a Conquistador here. You cursed the stream. It's alright, Kieran. Alright. Let's get a Conquistador here, and then we're going to pass. Wow, Night Market Lookout is not bad. Night Market Lookout is amazing. It's basically a 2-1. But, I mean, like, 1 always hits if it attacks out, so... Opponent has nothing but lands, unless they drew into something this turn. Got an itchy nose. Okay. Swamp, great. Now we have enough for Vraska's Contempt here, so we're just going to attack out for 4 this turn. If they have a Harness Lightning or something like that, they would want to use it this turn. Let's yield to this. And yield to that. Dropping them down to 16, dropping us to 21. Working on a Teamer Thief deck called Teamer Steal Your Girl. Nice. Matt, just tune in how the game's going. We did 3-0. We went 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, and this is match 4. We just lost the first game. We are in game 2. Up against Teamer Energy here. A Braid on the Night Market Lookout. Okay. That's fair. Life gain is more important than the life loss on Vicious Conquistador. Keep in mind, though, they have 2 other lands. 1 other land in their hand, I believe. They have 2 cards in the hand we do not know. Looks like another pass here. Alright, let's get out a If Near Deadlands. Bantu's Last Reckoning. Sweet. Now we have answers for the late game for our opponent. Let's get in with our Vicious Conquistador here. Yeah, lots of great Thief cards now. Yeah, I think Entrancing Melody is quite good too, Elliot. I think that card is undervalued right now. I think just because it's being overshadowed by Confiscation Coup. 3 cards in our opponent's hand. Aether Hub coming in. Of course, if they play out a Chandra, we'll have Vraska's Contempt for it. And if they play out a Glorybringer, we'll have Vraska's Contempt for it. So, seeing those back-to-back, though, is going to be back-breaking. So we really need to see what we can do. Let's get another If Near Deadlands and then get in for 2 here. We're slowly pinging them down. They do not have enough energy if they get out a Bristling Hydra to protect it as well, so we might Vraska's Contempt that. Curious question, Taryn. Does YouTube charge you for making streams? I wanted to stream on Magic Online. No, it's free, Matt. Totally free. I'd say it's more stable than Twitch most of the time, to me anyway. And it's easier, especially if you create YouTube videos, to stream on the same channel. 3 cards in the hand for our opponent. Yeah, Imminent Doom. That deck looks awesome. God, we're getting into mana here. We're getting mana screwed right now. I mean, it's not like that our opponent's doing much of anything else either, but would really like to get into some creatures here. We are aggro. Sorry, Taryn, but it's hard to root against the deck I play. Oh, you're fine, James. They did take the first match, so, or first game. We'll see what happens on this game. They might end up 2-0ing us if we just decide to Mana Flood. Opponent, I think Mana Flooding as well. 3 cards in hand. Yeah. Mana Flooding. Remember, if he plays Hydra, to Contempt in response to the trigger, of course. Before they get to the energy. Absolutely. I think Wrangle is good enough for those types of decks, yep. Come on, opponent. I think that they just might be talking to us right now. But yeah, man, this has been a great stream. It's a great day. Taco had tacos today on Taco Tuesday. We played a great mono black aggro deck. I mean, we just, you know, having a good day. I think you need that your channel is at least a certain size. I'm not sure. Oh, Razell, I think you're allowed to stream at 1,000 subs. I think that might be it. I think that might be the stipulation. I can't remember, though. I know I couldn't stream at the beginning whenever we started the channel. We have Scrap Heap Scrounger here. Let's get in for 2. Gonna pass this song. Boop. Let's get a Scrap Heap Scrounger here. The opponent just messaged us. He's saying some chess stuff over here. We still have enough mana up for Vraska's Contempt here, so we're representing 5 power on the board here. Conquistador is going to go all the way, and it's great. Yeah, it's going to take us to game 3 here. Let's see what our opponent does here. Servant of the Conduit, alright. Now that does mean that a Bristling Hydra does have 3 energy if he does play it out. God, so much swamp. Yeah, we're going to use Ifnir Deadlands here and kill the Servant, and then get in for 5. Of course, that does mean Vraska's Contempt is going to be offline for the turn, but that means that our opponent's going to be down significantly to 3. So that means they have to kill a Scrap Heap Scrounger in order to have the game progress. Of course, they could make an amazing comeback like they did last game, but I don't think that's the case this time. Let's just see what happens. 3 cards in hand from our opponent. So much mana. 2 cards in hand. 2, 4, 6, 8 mana. 4 pieces of energy. So if they do play at a Bristling Hydra, it's completely protected. There it is. Bontu's Last Reckoning might actually be a good play for us on the next turn once we attack out with a Vicious Conquistador. As it does mean we can bring back a Scrap Heap Scrounger the following turn. Let's go for a attack here. Putting them down to 2. They're going to want to block the Scrap Heap Scrounger. That's fine. They're going to want to use energy for the Bristling Hydra so it survives. Very nice. I think I'm going to let Conquistador live for the turn. They have 1 card in hand, so if they don't have a kill spell for Conquistador, then we just win. 2 cards in hand. Now we could use Bontu's Last Reckoning that turn, but that's it. Oh, nice. Whew. It was getting close again. Let's go for a game 3 here. What format is he playing on? I'm playing Standard right now. I think we're good. Let's keep this. Oh, man. Alright, we're going to game 3 in the 4th match. Doomfall for Hydra. You're right. We could do that. I just don't know what to pick out. Probably a Bone Picker and maybe a Scrounger. Oh, never mind. It submitted before we got to resubmit, which is fine. 1 mana opening hand. We do have Harsh Scrutiny, and a Vicious Conquistador. This is a very greedy opening hand here. I feel like we want to keep it, though. Because we have a turn 1, turn 1, turn 1. Or, if we don't get into mana for 3 turns, we're fine. Harsh Scrutiny does set us up for a Scry Trigger. We are on the draw. I think this is a keep. Hey, Taryn, glad to make the stream again. Dad jokes incoming later. But I want to ask you, what are your thoughts on Sultai Pummeler and Teamer Pummeler that was seen at Pro Tour? I think Teamer Pummeler might be great. Yeah, on the draw, keep on mask, absolutely. I think it's very cool, Craig. Yehini Undying Partisan here. Let's get out a Swamp here. We're going to go for Harsh Scrutiny here to make sure we can line up a Scry. They have 2 Chandras. Ouch. Long Tusk Cub. We'll get that out first. This is a very difficult hand to deal with. 2 Chandras, a land, Servant, Cub. Let's get rid of the Cub here. Put that on top. And then pass. We're going to grab another Servant next turn. We do have a Vraska's Contempt in hand, so we do have a way to deal with one of them, but not 2 of them. Ouch. Servant coming in, giving them 2 energy. I would assume next turn would be a land drop, then a Chandra. Let's get a swamp here. We're going to go for another Harsh Scrutiny and grab the other Servant. Again, we have a tune now, Chandra. So let's grab the other Servant. So we are definitely seeing a Chandra. That's going on top. Next turn. Ouch. Opponent may want to hold up a Chandra, but I think that just getting a Chandra out on turn 3 is amazing. It's really going to run away with the match. Oh, they didn't draw a land. Okay, so they're going to have to attune with Aether first. Alright, so they can go for a... nothing, actually. They have 2 Chandras in hand and something else. Getting in for 2 here, perhaps? Maybe just holding up. That's fine. Getting in for 2. Take me down to 18. I'm going to not block on that. If near dead lands. Very nice. Let's get out a Yahini here. And we're going to attack out here. Your opponent might kill Visage Conquistador if they have a Harness Lightning in hand. If they drew into that. They do not. We're going to get in for 4 here. Yahini does make it good for us to sack the Conquistador to make Yahini indestructible if they decide to kill Yahini with the Chandra negative. Going to use... There we go. Oh, he said punt because of the tap trigger. Makes it indestructible. They still lose 1 life. They're going to lose another 2 life from Yahini. Now, Yahini is completely open here, so it can die if they decide to use Chandra's negative here. We do have another Yahini in hand, so if they do that, we can kill the Chandra with Yahini. We really need to draw into a second mana, though. Only 150 more followers, and I finally get to Chris. Oh, man. Love the stream. Do you play decks built by subs? On Fridays, I do Fan Fridays, and we have a page in the Facebook group if you are interested in doing that. Absolutely. Yeah, we're going to kill this Chandra with Yahini. Ooh, close. Very close. Let's go get this Yahini out, attack Chandra, kill it. They do have a second Chandra coming in, so would really love to top deck a land. No problem, Mark. Do you only play Standard? Battle? I'm trying to get into EDH and Modern pretty soon, so look for that in the future. But right now, I'm just doing Standard for my stuff. But of course, Jolt, he does post EDH and Modern stuff on the channel, usually on Fridays. Got a ton of decks to email you, Dan. No problem. Second Chandra getting out 2 cards in hand. They're going to negative again to kill the Yahini. There it goes. Can we top deck a land? Let's be lucky here. And yes! That's amazing. That's amazing! We just top deck a land. Yahini got rid of the second Chandra. 2 Chandras out of the way. 2 cards in hand for our opponent. We have Scrap Heap. We have Fatal Push. We've got it. Jolt is super fun to watch too. I agree with that last point. What have I missed? Had to wait on some customers at work. We lost the first game. We got World of Virtuoso coming in here. This is Teamer Energy. We won the second game, and this is game 3. So we're really, we just had to kill 2 Chandras back to back. Admiral, I think the deck performs really well overall, but can't imagine a third Chandra. Yeah, I don't think so either. I think this deck runs really, really well, even at just 20 lands. Getting in for 2 here, taking me down to 18. And remember, we did gain 2 life thanks to Vraska's Contempt. Let's see, we have 4 mana. Second Vraska's Contempt. We could use that on the World of Virtuoso, but I think I'm going to save that for a rainy day. I'm going to skip this song. Might also be okay to use a Fatal Push on the Servant of the Conduit here. But if they kill Scrappy Scrounger next turn, then we will just use Fatal Push on the Whirler Virtuoso. Let's see what happens. They're going to create a Thopter here. That means that they will have 2 energy. Wish we had 4 mana up for a Vraska's Contempt on a Bristling Hydra if that comes into play this turn. They'll have to use a Servant energy for... Oh, there's a Rogue Refiner. Okay, that does give them 2 energy. Their board's getting pretty large now thanks to everything. Everything dies easily to everything. No blocks. They're going to get in for 5 here. Let's use Fatal Push on the Servant here. I think that's fine. We know that they're struggling on mana, so we're going to use that. Having a Swamp here is not great. Let's use... They have another 4 mana for a Whirler. We could use Ifnir Deadlands here. I think the Rogue Refiner and the Scrap Heap are going to trade. Let's just see what happens. Have a Team Energy deck myself, but due to high budget, I'm running Vizier of the Menagerie in her place. Gotcha. Wow, no blocks. Okay, so... Huh. Like, we're going to hold up a Vraska's Contempt here. Making a Thopter. That does mean if they get into a Bristling Hydra this turn, we can kill it with Vraska's Contempt. Going to get in for 4/7. Main phase 2, are they just passing here? They're just passing. 4 cards in hand. They really need the mana. So we're going to kill Whirler Virtuoso here. I think that's fair. Especially at our life total where we're at in the match. Getting into a Bone Picker is actually quite good. We don't have enough for a attack here. We actually do have enough for a Bone Picker play, straight up. Let's swing in for 3 here. Hydra brings 3 energy with it. Yes, it does, but on the stack, whenever it enters the battlefield, you can Vraska's Contempt it if they already don't have 3 energy on the battlefield already. So you can actually still kill a Bristling Hydra once it enters the battlefield on the stack when the energy does come into play. So we're getting a Bone Picker out here. Going to be blocking the Thopters for days. They're probably going to get in for 4 still. Harness Lightning! Ow! That hurts. That hurts a lot. Okay, so they're going to get in for 5 this turn, dropping us to 3. We really need an answer here. Bantu's Last Reckoning, we do have 3 of in the deck, but this might be it for us. Opponent has 4 cards in hand, 3 mana. Getting in for that, dropping us to 3. Passing, they're saying, you have the pull. You don't have it. Oh, that sucks. Now we can use a Ifnir Deadlands to kill a Rogue Refiner here. So we will be able to survive another turn. Unless they have a Blossoming Defense. Do they have a Blossoming? They do not. Okay, cool. So we survive 1 more turn. Hey everyone, how we doing? So sorry it's so late. Oh, you're fine, Tyler. We've 2-0'd every single match until this one. This is Game 3, Match 4 against Team Energy. And it looks like this is going to be a loss for us unless we get into something really substantial this next draw. Opponent has 8 life. We have 3 life. They have 2 Thopters. A Tune with Aether coming in, getting them some extra mana. Killing Hydra with energy triggers on the stack is my favorite. Killing Hydras regardless is one of my favorites. I can agree with that too. Getting in for 2 here. Again, they're going to kill us before we kill them if we don't have any answers for the Thopters. Would really love a Bantu's Last Reckoning right about now. We have 3 in the deck. Come on, Vicious Conquistador does not cut it. Ouch. Well, we can drop them to 5, but that's it. That's game. Ah, well. Harvester off the top. Harvester off the top would have been great, too, but we still would have been dead thanks to 2 creatures attacking out. Oh, actually, yeah, because the lifelink would head at the same time. So close. So close. Good games. As always. Wow, that was awesome. Really appreciate the lack of dumb, goofy jokes in your streams compared to Numo. Keep up the great work. Thanks. All right, let's go to the lobby here. That was a fun. That was a fun run we just did. We went 3-0 and then we lost our last one, so we went 3-1 overall. That was awesome. Match 5, come on, match 5. Don't stop now. No, Crispy, it's good. We're good to go. The dumb, goofy jokes all come from us, exactly from the chat. But if you guys want to check out this deck is I think 72 tickets only on MTG Traders. The deck list is in the description. I think on paper it's like maybe 130, 150, something like that. But yeah, it's a ton of fun. I loved it. And I guess that'll be it for today, guys. Like the video, of course, if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And hit the bell right beside the subscription button to know when we upload a new video on the channel. And when we go live on the stream right here on YouTube. And my name's Taryn. This is MTG Traders. I'll catch you guys later. Enjoy your day.